This module on English grammar explains with illustrated examples and drills English verbs, verbal phrases, verbal patterns, the tense and aspects, the formation and usage, negative and interrogative constructions, passive constructions, modal verbs, direct and indirect, conditional clause structure, subject-word concord, and non-verbal function of the verbal forms. Where shall we begin? We shall begin from the beginning. How do you learn a language? A language that is not your mother tongue, that is not your vernacular, that is a foreign language. You start with the alphabets. Then, what do? We learn certain basic, frequently used words in that language. The spelling, their meaning, and their pronunciation. This is one level of language learning. And then, what do? We put these words together to form sentences. Can we put words together as we like and form sentences? You can't do it. If you do it, you will be creating only non-sentences. Every language has certain rules governing the formation of sentences. You can't put words together as you like. Let me give you a set of jumbled words. Week, my, come, next, will, father. How to form a sentence from these words? You find out that some words tend to go together with some other words. This is what we say collocation. For example, here, week will go only with next. You have to say next week. My will go with father. My father. Come will go with will. Will come. So, from these 6 words, we have formed 3 groups. Next week, my father, and will come. Then, how do you make it into a sentence? You know that in English, there must be a subject. The subject in this group is my father. Verb must come next. Will come. Then you have the adverb, next week. My father will come next week. Or you can say, next week my father will come. If you arrange these words in any other manner, it will not be a meaningful grammatical sentence. You have to remember that in English, word arrangement is very important. Let us take 3 words. Rama, Ravana, killed. Rama killed Ravana. Ravana killed Rama. One sentence can be Rama killed Ravana. Another sentence can be Ravana killed Rama. In both these 2 sentences, you have the same words but the meaning is different. How does it happen? It is because of the ordering of the words. When you say Rama killed Ravana, Rama becomes the doer, the killer, and the killed is Ravana. In the second sentence, when you say Ravana killed Rama, Ravana becomes the subject, the killer, and Rama becomes the killed. The change comes about because the ordering is different. You can understand that grammar is very essential to the learning of a language. Just as you can't build a house without a foundation. You can't improve your communication skill in a language without a familiarity with its grammatical groups. Remember, a grammar of a language is unique. The grammar of a language is different from the grammar of another language. No two languages will have the same grammar. Now, you can understand that a language is structured at different levels. At the highest level, you have sentence. At the lowest level, you have word. And in between, you have clause and a phrase. A sentence is made up of clauses. A clause is made up of phrases, and the phrase is made up of words. A sentence can be simple, compound, and complex. It can be a declarative sentence. Example, Tom will come tomorrow. It can be an interrogative sentence. Example, will Tom come tomorrow? It can be an imperative sentence, orders or directives. Example, come with me now. And it can be an exclamatory sentence. Example, what a wonderful place. A sentence is made up of clauses. A clause can be a main clause and a subordinate clause. A subordinate clause can be nominal. It can be adverbial. It can be adjectival. The clause is made up of phrases. A phrase can be a nominal phrase. It can be a verbal phrase or an adverbial phrase. A phrase is in turn made of words. Words are classified into word classes, what we popularly call parts of speech. Traditionally, we talk about 8 parts of speech. They are noun, verb, adjective, adverb, pronoun, preposition, conjunctions, and interjection. To these, we add 2 more. One is auxiliary verbs and the other articles. Noun and verb are the 2 important components of a sentence.